Hello and welcome to the BanterGamingChannel for something a little different. I have taken the piss out of Rog on occasions for doing demos. It was only one demo to be fair, and that was for GT6, which is pretty big. But I'm doing a demo now, DTM Experience. It's from Simbin, and from what I played around with it so far, it looks like it's going to be pretty good and have a brilliant simulation that isn't too simish, if that makes sense. I'm currently in Mercedes C-Coupe AMG. I can't show you the outside because we haven't set off from the pits, and that's a really weird rule. But the graphics look brilliant. I have to say, is my first impressions of it. There we go. This is everything, well, manual, everything on medium. I did have it on high, perfectly playable on high, just it's, I don't know, it's not quite as good to record with. It gets about 28 FPS. Right now, I'm sat at about 36, and you know, my GPU isn't the highest of spec, but I've got Bloom on, light shafts on, FXAA, anti-stropic AA set to 2 times. You know, everything's really, yeah, it's really shiny. This wouldn't look out of place on an Xbox 360, for instance. Driving like an asshat. The details of the game are really nice. I have to say, the discs glowing, the common thing in games now, but occasionally it's overlooked. The tail lights as well, something I have to say I'm quite impressed with. It's not just like the sort of glass is glowing, you can see the LEDs behind the glass. Really, really good. The sound effects as well. I'm just going to let go of the gas around this after this corner. Actually, I'll do it on the main straight, so we're coming up to it in a couple of turns. It's Hockenheim, by the way. For this demo, you've got Hockenheim, just a test session like this, no AI cars, and the choice of the 3 DTM vehicles, the M3, the RS5, and the C-Coupe. Whoop! Lost a bit there. I'm going to let go of the gas and you can listen to the pops. There you go, the sound effects are just, they're amazing, they really are. For a simulation game, it's not often in sim games that you get decent sound effects. You'll have the shiniest graphics in the world and it's amazingly realistic physics, but the sound effects are often just, well, noise. This really isn't. It's it's truly the sound of a DTM race car, and I really very much like it, hence why I'm making a video for you guys. This demo came out, I think it was the 18th of this month. Invalid lap. Lame. Well, if you go off the track too much, it makes it invalid. Fair enough, that's a feature I don't mind. Usual Simbin customization options. Loads of graphical options, audio options as well. You can adjust the audio levels, absolutely everything. You can adjust controllers. They recognise the 360 controller even better now, so it has the sort of the dead zones you'll want. You know, the cars aren't super twitchy. I'm still driving like a complete fucking idiot though. Yeah, there's still all the customization options with that for setting up buttons how you want. There's a million and one buttons. You can have pretty much any camera angle imaginable if you're willing to play around with some sliders and get it set up. As I was saying with the graphics though, this is all set on medium. I know that wasn't valid. All set on medium, and it still looks great, and it plays absolutely fine without fraps. It's really good FPS. So You know, if you don't have a particularly great gaming rig, got like what I've got, acceptable £500 computer, then you should be able to download it and play it fine. And even if you're running it on a mid to high spec laptop, you just turn down the graphics settings, you're still gonna have a fairly decent game. And this is just the demo, so it's not even going to be particularly well optimized. The driver looks really thin though. Might just be the perspective of how far you sit back in a DTM car. That's not the button to change view. There it is. You see you're pretty much in the middle and you're really very far back. It's just that's the only camera angles we've got. Oops. I don't know an awful lot about DTM. It's something I've never followed, mainly because without Sky or Virgin Media, it's quite difficult to watch DTM in the UK at least. Unless there's something I'm missing, in which case it's quite annoying. Oh, bollocks! Amateur difficulty level, the middle ground. So got a little bit of traction control, but stick it in reverse. There we go. I mean, I know that they run 4-litre V8s, rear-wheel drive. Pretty much nothing on the car is the same as the road going on, apart from, I think it's the roof and the lights, possibly the grille. No, I doubt that. No, it won't be the grille because... No, it won't even be the headlights because the whole front end actually comes away. Interesting. I know that very soon they're going to be running 2-litre turbo engines, and same with the JGTC, the GT500 class. Actually, they're switching to that. I remember reading that DTM and I think it was ITC run the DTM, and might just be Super GT organisation or something for the Japanese super touring cars, and yeah, they run pretty much the same regulations. I think as of maybe 2014, 2015. So they'll be pretty much the same cars, which will be interesting for games like Forza and Gran Turismo, because you'll have the cars from the two different series, and they should actually be equally matched. I believe 500 horsepower is the limit for DTM, seeing as it's the same as GT500 class. Other than that, I don't know a whole lot. I know it's, as far as super touring cars go, it's one of the cheaper ones. Not the cheapest, I think. The Aussie V8 supercars gets that. Or possibly V8 Superstars as well, for that matter. It is designed to be cheap. All the cars share gearboxes, stuff like that, so it's easy enough for less well-off drivers and teams to get in. See if we can actually do a valid lap. Cut in the corner there. Not going to be a record-setting time or anything, but we'll see. It's as you can see, it's not usually the type of car I drive in a game, as you'll notice from our WTCC videos. There we go. That it's the more, if it's going to be a race car, it's more touring car as opposed to super touring car. What drivers say about driving DTM cars is they're remarkably similar to an open wheeler. Much more similar to that than, say, the BTCC Civic. Which makes sense, the engines are practically mid-mounted in these, hence why you sit so far back. The dashboard comes out so much. Whoa, spinny. Bonk. Ah, that's a point, we should probably test the crash damage. Nothing there. With Simbin, there should be something. No wheel spin, that's the traction control kicking in. Where would be a good spot? Need a wall. Ah, there's a wall. Whee! Okay, I don't think there's any crash damage physics in it yet. that was quite fun. I do see, I think, dirt developing on the underside of the car. And get rear end in the light. That does look like dirt. One of the diffuser there though. It's a nice detail if that is the case. Driving the Mercedes as opposed to the Beamer or the Audi. Mostly down to Rog. Firstly, he told me to drive the Mercedes, so I'm driving the Mercedes. I didn't really want to drive the Audi anyway. And I was going to drive the Beamer. I actually tested the game out with the Beamer. He told me that, no, I can't do that because, and I quote, only homies with the baby dicks drive Beamers. Which, I'm sure at least one person I know will be quite interested in hearing that. But hey, I'm slowly beginning to think that Roger's turning into a West London rapper or something. Or was it East London? I forget which part of London's the good part. Right, we're gonna actually set a fucking lap time. I'm gonna do it. I intend on setting a lap time. I haven't actually done it the whole time we've been playing this demo so far. I don't even know what the ghost looks like. I imagine it looks like a ghost, but we will see, I guess. Will this game feature on the channel? Probably not initially. It's not something I'm going to rush to buy as soon as it's released. Late 2013, early 2014 is the estimated release date. Which makes sense. I'd expect it to be released in 2013, seeing as all the cars and tracks are from the 2013 season. It'd be really weird to release it a year after, but enough. Ooh, nearly done it. Use it round here. Is surprisingly how natural it feels to drive. I was expecting it to be really twitchy and really quite difficult, but no, it's you pick it up at least. I'm not really trying or anything, and it feels fine enough. Yes, new session best. Oh, bit understeer there. And harden the brakes. Second gear corner from what I gathered. I really am enjoying this. I love the sound effects. All the pops from the fuel gathering and the exhaust system is just brilliant. I really am so impressed with the audio. I don't know, see if I can record some of it, set as my new ringtone. Maybe get rid of that Metal Gear codec sound I've had forever. There I am, destroying my previous lap time. It is quite pleasant. I'm not going to show the other cars in this video. I'm sure you'll have a fairly good idea what they are. No livery choices. It's just the free sort of manufacturer liveries. The BMW M-Power and such. So no Red Bull Audis, which I would have driven the Audi if that was an option. And so well, I may have to set it up to the hardest difficulty to drive plus. If any of you actually play sim games and maybe enjoy the free-to-play game Formula Race Room, then the menu system and everything will be really easy for you, as it's effectively the same. A lot of it is very similar. I'll do this last lap. There I am ahead. See your tail lights. Shifted down. Didn't really help. Took a wide corner there on my Ghost. It will only be on PC, by the way. At least that's it's believed will be the case. Only on PC. That's fine by me. On the topic of things based on touring cars, WTCC 87 will actually start at some point. It's a matter of myself and Rog getting time where we can actually record anything. It's difficult at the moment, and we also haven't done the team livery for the A86s, so not going to beat my time. It's seemingly quite a good lap. So going. Oh, cutting the corner. Lame. So many good sound effects, squeaks of the brakes and everything. And the gearbox isn't too overpowering a noise, which is nice. Oh, I was tore the underneath of the car apart there. They're pretty much completely flat underneath these cars. Yeah, I know that was bad. Just gonna write her off. Both. Nothing. Oh well. Gonna call it at that. No pleasure showing this to you. And eventually get hold of a full game. We will likely see some content. Can't do donuts. Take the traction control off. Damn it. Knowing that you can't actually adjust the driving aids from the garage, you actually have to go back to the main menu. I overshot the pit stop. And it's a BMW pit. It's the Merc one. BMW, Audi. I think the Merc ones must be at the front. I'm spinning the inside wheel there. Oh, beautiful. That's good parking. On that note, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you later.